John, what was it about this university that attracted you towards the job? And you alluded to watching LSU from afar. What have you seen in their personnel that excites you and your ability to work with them?
Obviously, you know, it hadn't been that long that they were in the championship and did a great job. I think talent-wise, they've done a great job recruiting. I think the university sells itself from that standpoint, and the more I find out about it, the more I get excited. But a big part of it was Coach Miles and being able to work for him and knowing what he stands for and what he believes in as the guy that's representing the program here at LSU. So I was excited about that, excited about the talent that you saw. With an opportunity to go out and recruit and be competitive in recruiting. You know, all those things are things that you need in place. And then when you look at the great fan support that there is here, you know, you got to have that kind of support to be able to do the things that you want to do to win championships. And again, the bottom line is winning, and championships are what you're geared towards winning.
Hey, John, is there more talent here as a baseline, as a starting point here than what you've been used to? And depending on what that answer is, do you coach differently if you have a higher talent level? Or do you take the same defensive approach?
Well, I think this. I think when you start looking, and again, I'm not an expert yet, and I'm still learning some things, but when you start looking at the base for recruiting here, certainly I think there's a lot more big-time athletes in this proximity compared to what I've been used to. We had to go a lot farther to find those athletes. The thing is getting them here and then developing them. So to answer your question, no, we're not going to coach any different. You know, I think we've done a great job in the past of developing student athletes. We're going to hold them to high standards. We're going to expect a lot out of them. We're going to expect them to do the things that the students normally do, be great students, be great representatives of the program here at LSU, and we're going to expect them to be champions on the field. I think when you do that, and that's what coaching is all about, is bringing the best out of the young men that you have to work with. And I think we're going to have some outstanding young people to work with. We've got a lot of work. Looking forward, like I said, to getting into spring practice, to getting our system in, to get the things taught that we need to get taught. But we're going to be, you know, diligent in doing that and getting them ready to play championship football and getting them ready to represent LSU the way that we expect them to do.
Coach, when you come in to the recruiting process this late in the game in January, what are some of the challenges that you face, and what's been the overall reception since you've been here?
I think this, and Coach Miles and the staff has done a terrific job. I mean, they have worked hard and long, and they've got the recruiting, and again, I know Coach Miles will address that, but they've got it in what I consider great shape. And we've got to finish. There's some things that we need to do to finish and finish strong. But when I look at what they've already accomplished in recruiting, you know, it's just getting some players, you know, comfortable with the new staff. And I think that, you know, has gone well and will go well. But this staff and Coach Miles has done a tremendous job in terms of what they've done with recruiting.
Let me jump in real quick there. Hey, I can tell you that John's reputation has been one that's preceded him and us. And I can't tell you how many high school coaches and how many people in the perimeter really just came out of the woodwork to say you hired the right guy, and how much you know, his reputation will add to, you know, what we're building here at LSU. Allow me, because you guys could ask an hour's worth of questions to each one of these guys, that I might bring up the rest of the defensive staff at this point that would be new hires. Thanks, John.